So, welcome back. And I know that the vlog has been, well, not the vlog, the videos haven't happened. They haven't been here. And that is because my husband decided to go away to Fiji for a wedding. Really lovely for him. But it meant that I was basically a single mum for 2 weeks. And it was hard. As you can tell by the bags, I still haven't recovered. So I didn't do any of what I said I was going to do. But anyway, now Christmas is gone. Now New Year's is gone. All of the eating, all of the partying, all of the most amazing times. And they really were amazing this year because obviously we've got Penelope, who is a year old, and everything was just so special because you get to see it through their eyes again. And obviously she's not understanding what Christmas is or anything, but it was still really lovely and special, and we had a really, really beautiful time back in Oxford. But we're back in Devon now, and it's time to start healing my gut because I am puffy absolutely everywhere. I didn't do any of the workouts, any of the regimes that I left in December thinking I was going to do when we went back to Oxford. So now it's trying to get myself back in order. And it's a bit worried. When I went to bed last night, I was thinking, oh my goodness, how is it all gonna go again, I suppose. Anyway, I'm not really making sense, am I? But, so I'm going to show you in this video my 5 top tips to basically get back healing that gut. And I'm going to say healing the gut because I feel like my tummy's just been really uncomfortable. I've been getting a lot of tummy aches. And it's because I was eating such rich food, like delicious cheeses and everything like that, and topped off with Prosecco and champagne every second of my life. But I enjoyed it and I didn't regret it. That's the main thing. You can't live life with regret, coming from a yoga teacher. So this video is I'm going to show you my breakfast to begin with because there's some nice little tricks and tips in there. But at the end of the video, I will state my 5 top tips as a nutritionist, as in exercise. Well, I've got a degree in exercise, and as in health. And yeah, I'm teaching yoga again tonight. First time since December. So it's full back into the swing of it, and I'm gonna enjoy it, I think. Penny's at nursery, my husband's at university doing his PhD, so I just get to sort of chill through my morning. Then I'm gonna meet him at the gym. We're gonna do a workout. He's then gonna take me for lunch. Not that we do that a lot, just because he wants to talk. Every New Year, he loves to talk about what we can spend our money on, what we can't. So we're going to do that. And then I need to plan my yoga session, and then I'll tell you my top tips. So hopefully you enjoy, get a nice cup of tea, and I'll see you later. So the start of the new year is all about healing my gut from all the booze, all the food and cheese that I'm literally feeling. My tummy is so sore. So we're going seeds. Now I've added pumpkin seeds into here even more because I just absolutely love pumpkin seeds. This is linseed seeds. This is sunflower seeds. They're gold linseed seeds. I think there's maybe a bit of chai in there, I'm not sure. But they're just really good. They have, so much fibre in there that helps to heal the gut, and there's a source of omega-3 as well. And then again, I like to add this. I will always have one of these in my cupboard. Yep, you betcha. So, and these are really, really great, and you can add them to anything. And again, they've got biocultures, prebiotics, high in omega-3 and fibre. Now the fibre content in these, because you're only having a small amount, isn't huge, but it does add. So when it's mixed all together, I've added some frozen blueberries. And then in here, now with Greek yogurt, you always want to look for the authentic Greek yogurt, and it will have the Greek stamp on it. And that basically means it's really Greek. And Greek yogurt is different because of the cultures in it. So you don't want Greek style, so make sure you're having a good look. And again, we've got lovely potassium from those Nunananas. Great. Workout done.
Cardio day today.
Oh my god, it's so windy. Just did cardio, but it's better than nothing. And now we're going to pho, and I'll show you what I get. I have gone for a lovely fresh mint tea. That looks insane. And my husband, who's also a nutritionist I might add, has gone for condensed milk and coffee. That's interesting, it's dripping.
Yeah.
Wow. So I can confirm that's delicious. Very sugary though. So I went for the rice bowl with cauliflower rice, and just look at it. It's got everything you could ask for.
Very colourful.
And summer rolls. And here comes Tom's.
Oh,
Thank you. Look at that. What did you get?
it's too short, I think so.
You got the two combo. I just got chicken thighs. Okay, so back from the gym and back from having the most delicious lunch. If you haven't tried pho or pho, no, what do some people call it? Yeah, pho. You have to go. It's absolutely delicious, but obviously I think everyone on this planet has tried it because it's that good. Okay, so I thought now would be a great time to talk about a nutritionist's 5 top tips to healing your gut. So why I've decided to choose healing your gut over 5 top tips to become healthy. Oh my God. This just came out of the wash. Every time. I've got all this white stuff. Oh God. I was home at Christmas with dogs and it's still in all my clothes. Anyway, so the reason why I went for healing your gut over being healthy is because if you think of it more as healing your gut than being healthy as such, you're probably more likely to make the better decisions. For instance, a lot of people will come into January and think, I'm just going to have salad for my lunch, a little bit of chicken, salad, or if they're vegetarian, it'll just be salad with loads of other bits. And the other bits are probably quite good. But the issue I have with salad is it's not really nutritiously dense. It's definitely a good alternative to fried foods and saturated fats, fast foods and all of that. So if you are going in for the salad, then just try and add bits. But anyway, I'm going off topic. But so people can go down that road and for trying to be healthy, because I suppose a salad is being healthier than, other bits. But what it's not really doing is feeding your gut. And so your gut has loads, hundreds and thousands billions of microbiome, and they're the bacteria. So it's the microbiome filled with billions of the bacteria, and there's good, bad, you've probably heard it all before. But the bacteria in our gut, there's loads of studies now that show it has an effect on how you're thinking. If you're feeling a little bit depressed, if you're feeling really happy, it can alter your moods. Not only that, but when you eat things such as sugary things, it can sometimes have a factor in how it spikes your blood sugar, which is why some people will have their blood sugar spiked by having, I don't know, an apple, or some people don't, because we're all individual people with very different gut microbiomes. But what I'm trying to say is we need to feed these creatures in our tummies. They have effect on your skin as well. They have effect on everything, basically, and everything has a microbiome. So when you're eating that apple, it's covered in microbiome itself, and it's going into your tummy. However, things that, and that microbiome is what will break that fruit down when it's left on the shelf for a long time. But that's a good thing, because if you think about, McDonald's, people have done that test where the McDonald's is just sat on the side and it doesn't break down. It just stays the exact same. That's an issue, because that means, what is that doing in your tummy? That's doing absolutely nothing for you, because it's got no diverse microbiome at all. It's just fat, really. And fat is good, I shouldn't say that, but it's just man-made, really, really processed food. Whereas the fruit and everything, obviously, if it breaks down in earth, then it's going to break down in that tummy and it's going to help you some way. So if you think more about feeding your gut microbiome rather than becoming healthy, then in turn you will make healthier decisions. So some of my tips. For instance, so over Christmas, I've completely overindulged and I am feeling it. So I know I need to heal my gut. And the gut is very forgiving. It can, it'll forgive after all the food that you've eaten, and it'll become better. So, ideas that I do is that in the cupboard, I will always have things like this. So my pumpkin seeds, my mixed nuts, they're not salted or anything. And they have cashew nuts, a big old mix. And things such as this one, which has got flaxseed. What has this got in it? This has chia, sprouted sunflower seeds, sprouted buckwheat. It's got a load, and this has biocultures in it, so that is going to help feed your gut microbiome, as well as put some in there. So this is a really, really lovely one to have, and it's got, your omega-3s and everything, which is good because you want more omega-3s in your diet, really. Same with your sunflower seeds. And these are all, when you go into the shop, in that healthier section bit that everyone normally just walks straight by, just pick up these, and whether they stay in your cupboard or not for years, which sometimes mine have, then it doesn't really matter. But as long as you've got them and you can add them to things. So for instance, my porridge this morning, that had loads in, and I will give them to my daughter in her porridge. And we put them in, what else do we have them in? Sometimes I'll sprinkle it on my avocado and toast. If I want to add a little bit more to my nut butters, I'll put some of these in. You can put them in pasta dishes. You can even cook some of the nuts and sprinkle them on curries. You can toast these and sprinkle them on anything. You can put them in baking as well. So if you've got little cupcakes and stuff, put them in. It's just added goodness that is going to really feed that gut microbiome. So that's one tip, have those in your cupboard all the time. Another tip of mine would be to, when you're starting to have that sweet tooth, I'm not saying cut out all sweet things, because in my opinion, when you cut things out, you crave them more. But when I'm trying to go through this healing stage, when I'm starting to crave that really chocolatey thing, I will have this in my cupboard. So this is raw cacao. Now this one, I picked up from Holland and Barrett's, but there are better ones than this. So have a look online, do your research, look at the studies more so than what the brand is saying. But this is really, really good. And there's more and more studies coming out about cacao that have shown, one of them, which is really amazing, shown that in the trial of the people that were having this, I think they were having 2 cups a day with just any regular milk, I believe. They had, I think, doubled their stem cells. And you know, people pay thousands to have stem cell treatment. So this stuff is really medicinal. And I think there's going to be a lot of stuff coming out more and more about this. So get it while it's cheap. And it's not even that cheap at the moment. But you can, you know, so this is a better alternative than having your hot chocolates and things like this. But it's also just really nice in an evening after you've had your thing and you're craving that ice cream. Have this and it will fill you up, but it tastes really good as well. It doesn't taste like bitter. It tastes really yummy. And you can play around with the milks you want with it. So that's another one if you're starting to feel like you need that quick hit. Or you want to be really filled up before you go to bed. That's really nice. And it has been shown before you go to bed as a calming aspect to it. So that's another one. So they're things that I just will always have in the cupboard and I'll always replenish. And they do last a long time. So although sometimes they can be expensive, they will last you. This always, in Holland and Barrett's, always look for the reduced section. That's what I always do. And then another one is I'll put away all the, you know, Christmassy cookbooks. If you have cookbooks out, I'll put them all away. Like we have a really lovely one which is called Comfort Foods, and we lived off of cooking everything from there. And I'll have more coming into like summery ones or things that I know I can just reach to and there's going to be something yummy and healthy. And so Deliciously Ella has some. Joe Wicks also has loads. This is the Wean in 15 one, so this is for my daughter as well. But he does it so, you know, you can make bigger meals, for instance, like this. You know, and it's just there. So then when we're stuck, not knowing what to cook, just look in here and it's just really simple, really nice food that your children can have as well. So that's my third tip. Always have things you can reach to when you're not sure what you can cook instead of ordering out. And so my fourth tip would be try to just for at least a month cut out all fast foods, all takeaways. Having said that, I did just go and have lunch out, but I would have that again. Nothing was fried. It was all fresh, delicious food. Not only will it save you money, but you're often going to think of it more as a treat when you order in. And so as you're not doing it, you're also not going to know how much oil or sugar or anything is going in because it just will taste really, really nice. And again, having that in your body just means that the microbiome in your body is going to be breaking it down, and then those microbiome, which probably favor that sugar, that saturated fat, will multiply more than the ones that like the fruit, the other bits like that, you know? So just think twice about that and try to stay away from your alcohols and things that probably won't allow you to make good choices. And then my last tip is going to be one that obviously we already all know, and it's just keep moving your body. Like today, me and my husband, we felt so sluggish, but we knew if we just got ourselves to the gym, we just did 30 minutes of cardio, nice and steady, it just makes us in a better mood and it's going to put us in a better position for working out, eating healthy today and tomorrow. And then I feel like slowly you work your way into becoming what you were before, or if you weren't that before, you just start to feel better. But just do things slowly at your own pace. If you didn't do any of these before, maybe implement one a week, see how it goes, and just remember to eat to fuel your gut microbiome as well as yourself. Make sure your meals are enough to fill you up. That's why, again, with those salads, I don't think they ever really are they? you know, add your grains and everything. And yeah, hopefully it will just make you feel so much more ready to take on the rest of the year.